2008 Ford Expedition, and we are going to check the serpentine belt, and we're going to do this from underneath the vehicle. And so as we crawl underneath the vehicle, we see the bottom part of the fan shroud is in our way. So let's get this shroud off, or fan guard off, so we can get better visibility. By the way, I forgot to mention, I have this vehicle up on ramps. All right, so looks like we have a couple of plastic retainers right there and right there. Use my panel removal tool. See if I can't get up underneath there and pop it out. You can buy kits online, and I'll have a link to it in my video. There's a whole bunch of replacement clips. And there it is. We'll probably be able to reuse this one. And we'll do the same for the other side here. So with those clips off, just take this middle clip here, pull it, and then you can take this whole fan shroud or guard and just kind of fold it upward. Engineers were hard at work at Ford, and they were thinking about the technician. That may not be the story, but I'm sticking with it. All right, so I just stick my screwdriver or my gasket scraper in there to just kind of hold the shroud up. Now we can access our serpentine belt, but you can get a good visual inspection, at least, of your belt here. And I don't see the cracks on this section, but I saw cracks. We are going to replace this belt. So I think for this video, we will go ahead and remove the fan. It's not gonna. All right, so you need a 10mm socket, 3-inch extension. And there are a series of screws up in here. Unfortunately, your fan blade turns, and these screws are really easy to get off. So we will time lapse this process. All right, so there were 4 screws, and let's see if we can pop this thing off here. Just like that. Cross our fingers and see if we can't get it out of here. All right, fan out of the way. Now we can see what we're doing. And this is how you can easily access your belt. So where did we see that crack at? I can see it, hold on one. Right there, see that crack? I actually saw that from underneath the car. And oh, there's a number of cracks right there too. So that right there tells me we need to change the belt. All right, so before you release this tensioner here, get a good look at the belt routing. Burn it into your memory, because that's what I'm doing right now. And remember it, because when we take this belt out, we're gonna need to know how to do the new. All right, Ford did not fail us. Underneath the hood of the car is a decal which shows you how to route your belt. So take a snapshot of that with your phone and have it handy with you underneath the vehicle, and that way you can double check your routing. Okay, so removing the serpentine belt. So get yourself a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, the one with the longest handle that you can find. Get your 6-inch extension, and there's a tensioner right here, and you just insert it in there just like that. Now set your ratchet to tighten, and that way when you pull down on it, the tensioner loosens up, and then you can pull the belt out. And hopefully I have that camera angle just right for you here. It's difficult to tell. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this handle down, just like that. And I'm just gonna grab this belt and undo it from the compressor right down here in the bottom left.
Release the tensioner. And at this point in time, you can just take the belt completely off. Oh, it just snakes around all over the place, doesn't it? Just think of that diagram. Don't lose a picture of that diagram. Because we definitely need it to put the new belt in. Look at how long that thing is.
Alright, so here's the old belt. So we're going to line the new belt up with the old one to make sure the size is right. Alright, purchased from the local auto parts store is a Duralast. My arms are long enough, and I will stretch them out to verify my length, and it appears they are the same. Now don't get confused on which is the old and which is the new. In this case, you can see the old, you can see it's cracking on the inside. In fact, was definitely due for replacement. All right, so we are close. So let's take a peek here. We have it looped down here like we originally had. Have a nice little loop here. We've got it fished in front of that pulley, over the top of the alternator, back down underneath this pulley, around the power steering pump, underneath this idler pulley, back up around the fan clutch, or the fan spins, whatever you call it, and then around the back side, loops around here to the back side of the harmonic balancer where the ribs are. All right, so once you're in this position, now get your tool and put this part around the air conditioning clutch. All right, so new belt, pretty tight. You're gonna have to pull down pretty good on this to get this last part in. So once you get this last part in, run your fingers, make sure that belt is sitting, especially routed properly in the critical spots. Do a visual, make sure it's not overlapped. Once you do the hand test with the engine turned off, of course, and you've checked it visually, you'll want to start the car up and then double check it again. But first I'm finishing up my visual real quick here. It looks like we are good. All right, so I'm gonna get my tools out of the way here, and we're gonna start it up. So please note that this initial startup that we're gonna do is before we put the fan back on, so we only wanna run it for a few seconds. All right.
Does it work?
All right. All right, let's double check everything. Feels good. Looks good. All right, putting the fan back on. Make sure you put it in the right way that it came out. You can tell by looking at the screw holes. You can see where the washer was, and on the other side you can see where it had fit up against the clutch. So if you're not sure how it came off, you can look at the impressions on that ring right there to verify that you've got it in there correctly. All right, fan's on there, spin in the correct direction, blowing wind the correct direction. We're gonna go ahead and lower fan shroud, and we're gonna stick these clips back in.
Can you give me the next one?
Alrighty. I love it. All right, we're done. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoy watching my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like this video, press that like button for me, please. Stick around. Thank you.